AHMED, IFL TV, MTK Global at the O2 Arena. Just seen two big heavyweight fights. Let's start with your guy, Joyce against Jennings. Thoughts? Who's going first?
Tough fight for Joe. Jennings was sharp, really sharp. 12 rounds, very good learning for Joe. I think he got caught in the first round with a body shot, it hurt Joe. I think he battled back into the fight. He got better as the fight went on. And I think most people will see that and think it's pretty almost impossible to knock Joyce out. But look, I had it by about 4 or 5 rounds. I think Sam's similar. I don't think it was 8
one
rounds.
had it to 8.
No. The scores were wide. But it wasn't close. Joe was outworking him. Joe was using his hands. But listen, people again. I'm pointing this out again. It's his 10th fight. There's no. I'm going to get loads of stick on this, but there's no heavyweight in the world at the moment that's got. Yes,
Sam the man. Sam the man with a plan.
We're going to Russia.
Yeah, we're going to Russia. We're going to next stop Russia. KO.
Yeah.
So there's no heavyweight in the world that's had 10 fights. We knew it was going to be a hard fight. We knew this was stylistically going to be not the best for Joe, but. Those rounds he's had tonight are something that he's gonna learn from. It's as simple as that. And no matter what anybody says about Joe, listen, no one can question his heart. No one can say he can't do the rounds. He's heavy-handed, but Jennings was hard to hit. Like Jennings had his guard up, and listen, he fought a good fight, Jennings, but Joe beat him and won very comfortably in my eyes.
Yeah, I think Joe in each round was clearly the aggressor. He cut the space down, cut the ring down really well as the fight went on. But look, he clearly won the fight, but it was a very tough fight.
Yeah.
And I think Sam and I both admit that Jennings brought it a lot sharper than we thought he would.
Yeah, 100%.
A lot sharper.
I didn't underestimate Jennings. Joe. There's nothing from Joe's side. Joe looked very, very good in camp, but look. Again, Jennings is effectively a big cruiserweight, isn't he? Like, so he was fast, he was sharp, and I thought Joe got better as long as the fight went on. But as I say, the early rounds, Joe was maybe a bit careless.
And Jennings was really sharp.
Jennings was very sharp. So again, it's we move on. We move on. He's 10-0. I know people say he's 33, but he's fresh. You know what I mean? He's 10. This is his 10th fight against a world level operator that's went the distance with Klitschko. People don't forget that he's only 34 years old. He's 1 year older than Joe. So that's just my take.
He's lost to Klitschko, Ortiz, Joe.
Very close against Rivas, just got knocked down the last round. Yeah.
People can say whatever they like.
Listen, top class opponent. Joe will learn a lot from that fight. Yeah. Was it a stunning knockout? No, it wasn't. You know, that's what people. But Joe needs that work.
100%.
Joe needs that work. Needs that learning.
Listen, it's professional sport. Like again, I went in there and I told Bryant. It was closer than the judges made out, but Joe won that fight. And even Bryant said Joe won the fight. He knew Joe won the fight, but it was a bit hard on him. The scores, 100%, the scores were a bit hard on Jennings. And I've seen a few comments from heavyweights tonight that were saying, "Oh, Joe's going to be found wanted." He'd destroy those certain heavyweights that were saying that tonight.
Yeah.
So
which heavyweights?
I'm not going to go into that. It's fine. They'll know who they are.
A lot of people chatting about Joe. It's easy to say slow-mo Joe and stuff like that, but he's just beaten someone who's a top-class heavyweight.
Yeah.
And that's a good win. It's a good win.
There's rumours going around that Tyson Fury might fight Trevor Bryant. Now
we hope so.
That would free up Manuel Charr.
We hope so.
Joe and Manuel.
Yeah, 100%. That's the fight we want. That's the fight. That's why Joe's in boxing. He wants to win. He wants to win that belt. But look, Joe needs a little rest. I need a rest. But yeah, so we're gonna go and Joe's gonna work with his team. He's worked very hard with Chris over there. The team's working very hard with him. And look, again, 10th professional fight. People again, we're gonna get loads of these little comments saying, Joe's slow, Sam's a prick. But listen,
second
10
fight and second fight with Adam. Fight with Adam, and the first fight with a real camp with Adam. Yeah. I'm sure people saw a little bit more variety from Joe tonight, a little bit more movement. But Adam's come straight out there already talking to Joe about stuff for the future.
Yeah.
Okay, we've also just seen Dubois knock out Gorman.
Looked very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%. He looked very, very
I know you guys would be happy to make that fight with Dubois next.
But the thing is, like, everyone's going to say, Joe's scared, so I'm scared to make that. I'm not scared to make that fight. Joe sparred him many, many times. He sparred Gorman many, many times. he sparred Johnny, the Joshuas of the world many times, but Joe is ranked above number 1 in the WBA.
So you're not worried about the British title, basically?
Well, we don't. Listen, every fight. Look, if it financially makes sense for Joe, then okay. But other than that, Joe's on a mission to win the world heavyweight title, and that's what he wants to do. That's the route. That's the route we're going on.
He's on a mission to do it quickly.
100%.
But I guess I think I put that wrong. Not necessarily about the British title, but because Dubois has just fought the O2, knocked out Gorman in really good fashion. Joyce Dubois is a big fight now, huge fight.
On the domestic level, it is a big fight. But I'm saying that the main event then wouldn't attract as much world attention as what Joe and Jennings just did.
No, that was a bigger fight worldwide.
I know this is just a fact. Did Dubois look fantastic? Yeah, he did. He looked very, very good. But would Joe do that to go on? I think so. This is what I think. But as I say, Nathan's a young man. He'll come again. He'll learn from that. He's not the finished article. Dubois, he's not the finished article.
I think all three of them are.
100%. Yes, Joe's 33 years of age, but listen, give him chance. And as I say, after 10 fights, just give him some bit of respect because he does deserve it. Yeah. He's showed everything there. He got hit with a huge body shot in the first round because he was cold. He got hit with a body shot, and he rode it out. And many a fighters, that'd have been that.
Look at his resume for his first 10 fights. Just go back and check BoxRec. See if he's been in his first 10 fights. All winning records. Ian Lewison in his first fight.
Apart from Ivaka and he weren't quite a winning record.
He did have a winning record.
75
Lewison,
He had Lewison in his
Jennings.
first fight. It was DC went distance with Dillian White, and now he's fighting Trevor Bryan. Okay, maybe people say the style's not as pleasing as someone as powerful as Daniel Dubois, but look at the record.
Thank you.
Just the last one. There's other names worldwide, big names. Kubrat Pulev.
Joe would take. We would take the Kubrat Pulev.
next.
100% would take
Povetkin?
him. Yeah, 100%. That's a world level fight. We're happy to take Povetkin. He's an heavyweight. He's not like a cruiserweight like Jennings. Do you know what I mean? It's just gonna do that. Jennings had a good plan tonight. It just didn't work.
Look, I had a lot of people come and talk to me, and Sam too,
saying
you've made a mistake.
Made a huge mistake
with
here.
Jennings.
Tyson Fury rang me. Tyson Fury rang me and said, Sam, you've made a mistake here. Because, not that Joe's won't win, but this is a hard fight. He told me Joe would win. But Tyson did say to me, he goes, he fancied Joe to stop him late or points. And he was bang on to me.
And then people say it's Joe's kryptonite. You know, other heavyweights, bigger heavyweights are easier for Joe.
Yeah. Like, you look what Joe done to, again, Ustinov. Yeah, faded Ustinov, but when Hunter fought him, Hunter kind of, do you know what I mean? It was like 10 rounds, and it was like a bit of a sloppy display. Joe dispatched him, flued up. Do you know what I mean? He was flued up to the eyeballs. Joe, he was poorly and took Ustinov out. So stylistically, yes, Joe looks better against the bigger, stronger heavyweights. But again, what an experience for him there over across 10 rounds.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Adam, Sam, appreciate your time.
Cheers.
Switch the comments off him.
Actually, just the last one. Cody Davis, Zach Shelley. What's going on?
We want him next, 100%. We want him next. We've told Frank we want him next, but it doesn't look as though apparently he doesn't want the fight. But we've categorically said we will take the fight. I rang Cody and he said yes before I even asked him what it was about.
Cody just wants it.
Cody wants it. We said we'll fight him at super middleweight or we'll fight him at light heavyweight, whichever one he wants. Whatever he feels comfortable at, we'll fight him. Cody will fight him at.
Okay, fair enough.
Cody wants the big fights as well. We're not in it to mess around.
All right, Adam, Sam, I'll let you get off.
UMAR IFL.
Thanks,
proper famous.
You two boys out tonight then?
No, I'm going home. I'm eating a cheap.